Hello and welcome to the Lowrey Organ free classes. And tonight is just going to be a refresher on how to set up presets on the Lowrey organ. It's very easy, but you have to follow certain patterns to make that work. So once you do get a nice song, you get it set up and you don't want to lose it. How do we set those up? And typically it'll be with a USB stick on the newer Lowrys or a disc on some of the older ones. So this is the process, very easy. And before I do that, I just want to say, if you're enjoying some of the music that's coming out and you see class music, it'll always say Lowrey free class music, and this is for the students or for those that have signed up for this. If you haven't signed up, you may want to, because each one of these are arranged. And you want to see it's arranged. And there's changes made to it to make it more accurate, to make it nicer, to make it more like the original. And so these changes are made, but if you haven't signed up for the class, totally free class, you won't be getting these changes. However, if you do sign up, and this is Hank Vander at Comcast.net, that's who you have to text, or not text, but mail, and get a hold of him and have him sign you up so he can get your email, and we can send these things out to you on a weekly basis. So it's a new song every week. So if you haven't done that so far, I would highly recommend that you do it, because you're missing out on some very good arrangements. And getting back to save your favorite song settings on the Lowrey, let's start out. It's very simple. You set up the organ just the way you want it. So sounds, rhythm, tempo, so forth. So let's say I want to do Gone to Maui. So I want to do Aloha Oi song, okay? So there we go. And the best thing to do when you select this Hawaiian over here, and Hawaiian there, hit Gone to Maui, and then best thing to do whenever you, next thing you do after you select any rhythm, you go to the normal preset right there. Turn that on. It's kind of hard to see, it's light, but you turn it on. And what that does is gives me 11 sounds that go along with Gone to Maui, or whatever I'm doing. If it's a march, maybe 76 trombones or whatever. So anyway, that's a given. And they pick some very nice things. And if you want to know what those sounds are, you go over here to your left bank here and punch button number 4. And look what you get on your screen. All the sounds that they put in for the Hawaiian. The choir, low piano, Hawaiians and bells and all that good stuff. So those are easy to access and easy to find out what you want. Well, let's say that we find out what we want. That first one is a zero setting. So actually, instead of 10 presets, factory presets for this, we have 11. So it's 0. Typically, the 0 is one of the better ones at that point. So let's say, okay, I want that, and I can take the tempo up and down, make all your changes that you want to do at that point. And we can stop it here. So let's say I want to save that sound, okay? What I'm going to do now, I'm going to save it in my own bank, okay? And eventually we're going to save it on our USB or on our disk. So I'm going to, I call it making the big circle. Basically, it starts here, you have to memorize. And I always do, go on bank A, because you might forget which bank. So bank A, I can get 11 sounds for aloha, oe. And so I memorize bank A. Then we'll go up. Well, let's do it. I call it make the big circle. Push the memorize button first. This is the first and last button you push. If you forget at the end to push it, you're going to lose it. And then it says, choose a bank, A, B, C, or D. I always use A. And I'll tell you why in a little bit later why we do it that way. So I choose bank A. And if these lights don't go on, don't worry. Because what's on the keyboard already is going to stay there. So sometimes, like I hit the A button, it didn't go on. You say, well, it didn't go on. Don't worry about it. Because if you look at your screen, look, preset number A, it's there. So don't look at the buttons not lit up necessarily. You look at the screen. What do we have? And then we go to the screen. It says with style. No, if you're not going to use the rhythms, you leave it on no. If you want to use the rhythms, you make a yes. And then since I'm just starting this is the one I'm going to start. Maybe I'll put 3 or 4 songs or sounds on this song. I'm going to put that one that I really like on button number 1. And again, you see it didn't light up, but again, you see preset A1. Okay, and I've got a yes under with style. Yes, I want the style. I want the background. Okay, so we got everything, right? No. How do we make the big circle? We got to go back around here. This button wants me to push it once more. And then what does it say? Memorized. It says memorized to bank A, number 1. Okay, that's it. That's it. And if I want a different sound in number 2, I just go through the same process. Although it's easier because all I have to basically do is maybe go down to the 4 thing here. Say, maybe I want to do vibes or something. Okay, let's do vibes. And if you need a little bit of harmony, AOC, duet over here. Okay, we added that. So, okay, now this is easy because I already had the background set up. I don't have to reset that. So I'm just adding another sound. So I'm going to do the big circle again. Start out with memorize, bank A, number 2. Now the light didn't go on, don't worry, but look at the screen. Number 2, and yes, and what's the first and last thing that we do? Memorize. And then it says memorize to preset A2. Okay, so I have 2 of them in there that, now it's very important that when you're going to play it, you got to put the bank A on, because if you don't, it's going to be something else. So bank A, say, what's not playing what I saved? It's got to be exactly what we saved in it. Bank A, number 1. And number 2. Okay, so we have all of those things ready to go. So it's stored in the organ. And remember, the first thing you do is hit the memorize. The last thing you do is hit the memorize. If you don't, that's one step you will not save it at all, be saving it at all. Now, since we have it saved in the organ in our 10 presets here, how do we save that onto our memory stick? Good thought. Now I have my memory stick on a wire here so I don't have to pull it in and out and ruin or wear out the receptacle. And I think that's a good idea. So I have it I've just got a receptacle here like that, and I plug that in there so it doesn't wear out the receptacle for the USB. Okay, so now we've got these saved, okay? Now we're gonna learn how do we save it to our disk or to our USB. Saved in the organ, but you can easily lose that by punching another button, and what you saved will be gone. So you have to save it on another device, storage device of some sort. Very easy. On the organ screen, select, you'll say either USB or disk, okay? So I'm gonna press that, and you always watch the screen with a Lowrey because that's your, now, what came on the screen? Load presets. No, I want to save the presets. Later on, we'll use the load in the next step when we want to get it back. So we save the presets. There we go, save presets. And now I get a bunch of things that are in my organ. I look for a blank one, touch it, and it says preset group, okay? And this is my opportunity to name this thing, okay? So I go to uppercase, and you see a space, I can do space, but these things are the cursors, okay? The cursors that'll go underneath, yeah, so you can see how that works. I'm going to get it back to, and I put uppercase, you can put lowercase or numbers. And what I do then is I go to the scroll button, up or down. Aha, there we go. Okay, and then I want to go to the next one. And that I'm not putting anything that makes any sense here. There's the next one. And if I want a space because it's 2 words, I can do that, space, and then just go to the next one. Yeah, whatever. You get the idea. You get the idea. There's the second word. Okay, so I get all that. And now I'm ready to save this. Very important step. If you don't, you think you got it all now? No, you don't. No, you don't. If you don't do this, you're going to lose the whole ball of wax. Save. Now it's saving. Preset saved. Now you got it on your device, and you have it in the organ because it's still there from being saved. So the third step is, okay, I want to get to this song. How do I get back? How do I load it in? Okay. And this is being very stubborn. Papers are stuck together. There it is. Sorry about that. How to load or recall from the disk or USB, your song setting. Okay, again, everything we do is on the screen. And so the first step is go to the USB, hit the USB, okay, or disk, again in the corner here, okay? Just like we did when we wanted to save it. It's kind of the same process, except now we're gonna load it. So we go to USB or disk, and we go to load presets. Yep, and there they all are. I don't see the one that I did, but I scroll down to it. There it is right there. Okay. And that's the one I want. Let's see here. So I touch it. You actually physically touch it, the one that you want, because there might be 3 or 4 of them there, and you have to hit the one that you want. And then after you touch it, it says all. You have to hit that. You have to hit the all button. That's right up here too, the all. And very important, again, if that A button wasn't on, if it's on something else, you're not going to get anything that we actually set up. But if you hit that A button, that's where everything is stored, A, and then 1, remember what we had there. Okay, and then number 2 had kind of the vibes. There it is, it's back. That is it. So practice this a few times. The thing that I remember is that even though in my class I taught this many times, and then all of a sudden somebody say, I forgot how to do that. It's because you don't do it enough. So practice it and then do it a few times. You can write from the videos here, you can pause them and write down the instructions. And yeah, try it, because it's so nice. If you get a nice setup, you say, gosh, I really wish I could save this thing, because I don't think I could bake it again like I did. And you probably couldn't. It's probably true. So try it. You can't hurt the organ any. You can always do a factory reset, and it'll bring it back right to where it was in the box when you got it. So anyway, good luck to you, and give it a try, and we'll go from there.